And we should be live. Welcome everyone. So hopefully everything is working well. I just have to double check everything before we begin, but I think this time audio should be fine and we shouldn't have any issues whatsoever with it. So welcome everyone to Night City Wire Day. So today CD Projekt Red has said that they will be talking more about the gameplay and everything that we've seen so far with Idris Elba, so it should be fun. So how is everyone doing? Hopefully everyone is doing well. Thank you so much for coming to the stream. So for everyone who is new and who doesn't know, I always do 1 hour of a pre-show or basically community hangout where I talk with, you, the viewers and subscribers, and we go through everything which might happen and we talk about stuff we've seen already, and then we go talk about, we watch the main show. So the Night City Wire is going to be starting in 1 hour from now. The stream is going to be available on Twitch. So twitch.tv/CD Projekt Red, and also for the first time now, it's going to be available on YouTube as well. I do hope this doesn't cause issues and YouTube doesn't bring down the stream because it's also available on YouTube. So hopefully that doesn't happen. So yeah, the show will be starting in 1 hour. So how is everyone doing? Everyone excited for Night City Wire to learn more stuff? I mean, there is so much that they have to show us, and I'm really looking forward to it. So what's the predictions? We getting the update this week? We getting the update next week? Any predictions? Yo LKM, greetings from Singapore. Thank you so much. Also, there was one donation which I want to thank. So let me just go. So Pbrog, thank you so much for your donation of $10. Thank you so much. I haven't thanked you before I started, so yeah. What bike is this? So the bike in the intro to the stream is a mod. It's called Oni, I think. So Oni Black Angel or White Angel or something like that, or Black Devil or White Devil. I don't know. I don't remember it. That mod, I had it a while back, but it's a very cool bike. And I mean, in general, if you're on PC, I really do recommend, going into Nexus mods and just going through everything and looking at all of the cars and bike mods, because there are a lot. What was actually my last known meal? It was, I don't know, I had breakfast this morning, but I still haven't ate. I think it was just sandwiches, man. Made by Krillnik, great modder. Yeah, the modding scene is fantastic. Now let me also play some music, because I think we can use some cyberpunk music in the background. Now, if the music is too loud, you can tell me to lower it down, because I cannot check if the audio is too loud or not. So I'm gonna freestyle it here. Maybe it's gonna, if it's again, if it's too loud or if it's too low, you can tell me in the comments and I'll try and fix it, but should be okay. Should be okay. Black Devil. Yeah, that should be the bike. Can you do a cyberpunk mods? What do you mean? I have a lot of videos when it comes to mods, so I'm really excited to see how the modding community is gonna be now when Phantom Liberty and 2.0 come out, because, well, whenever, the game becomes more trending and more people play it, you're going to have more mods. When people are inspired, when people see there's a lot of people playing, they're gonna be, putting in more mods. So I do expect some really big mods, and, whatever they come up with, Do I like Starfield? Yes. Actually, I do enjoy Starfield a lot. I mean, I'm working on a full review, which is going to be coming later when it comes to Starfield, because the game is big. I went through a good chunk of Starfield. I already have a base. I finished a lot of those side quests and faction quests. So on that side, I'm the game is pretty good. I mean, it's a standard Bethesda RPG. And I like their formula, being Oblivion or Morrowind or Skyrim or Fallout. I like their style, so for me Starfield is good, because it scratches all of the itches I have for an RPG from Bethesda, pretty much. there shouldn't be any unnecessary hype. Definitely. I mean, it's very important to control hype and expectations with everything these days. I mean, people kind of get caught up with like marketing too much, because marketing tends to overhype stuff for any game whatsoever. So people kind of tend to do that. And one of the problems that there is when it comes to like expectations is misinformation. I remember when Cyberpunk was coming out, there were a lot of like articles which were saying things which are not gonna be in the game, but they were being said because at that time, prior to Cyberpunk releasing, whatever you had on Cyberpunk, like back then, like news, leaks, rumors, it was generating huge amounts of clicks and traffic, so they did it. So that's also another problem. Have I read all of these source books for Cyberpunk? I read a lot of them. I don't think I read all of them because there is a lot. Like when it depends. Through some books, like I went multiple times, if it's going to be like, for example, Corporation Report, or if it's going to be the standard lore book, or maybe, you know, some info about corporations in general and for corporate war. But, you know, you have a lot of like books which go into detail a lot, which I didn't go through all of them, but I skimmed through some of them. Like I went through like search specific information, but for most of them, yeah. Mad Queen, I think knows every single book there is about Cyberpunk, like from top to bottom. So, no. Thank you, Kali, so much for your donation. This is a perfect way to start my day. Thank you so much. Yeah. So I know it's kind of early for US audiences in general. I know this is extremely early, and I'm kind of like, this may sound bad, but I'm very happy that CDPR likes to do these things like in my time zone because they're in Poland. Because whenever Bethesda does stuff, it's like 4, 3, 5 a.m. at my place. So it's impossible to like do those live streams. When does it start? It starts in 50 minutes on Twitch and on, I think, official Cyberpunk YouTube channel here on YouTube. For the first time, actually, because before it was just Twitch. And also for everyone who doesn't know, like, they said that, I think, I don't know which September is it starting, but they're gonna be having those drops on Twitch. So, like, Cyberpunk creators and people who stream, like, for example, who streamed Cyberpunk before, are gonna have a chance for you to, like, you give 2 subs and you get like a skin for a rifle or something like that. Now people ask me if I'm gonna be doing that. No, that's only for Twitch partners and I believe affiliates. So you must have a subscription button for you to be able to have those things, and I'm not on Twitch. Like I streamed 1 time on Twitch. I might stream in the future like some random games that I'm not gonna be doing on the main channel, but honestly I like streaming on YouTube as well. I don't know. Yeah, so I basically, Razer, as I said, I'm gonna be watching another streamer, but it's not watching, I think it's just you give 2 subs or something and it's good. I don't think it's gonna be like the classic drop of like, oh, watch 2-3 hours and then you get it. I do that actually for Rust. I collect every single Rust drop on Twitch, even though I don't play Rust all that much. I mean, not now. Or I wasn't playing it in a very long time, but I still collect those things. I don't know. Are there mods that give missions? So, when it comes to mods, and there is one which is a courier mod, which basically you go from one drop point to another and you deliver stuff, and you can choose like which route you want to take. So there is the courier mod for that. For the rest, I don't know, man, because making missions in this game, especially with like the modding tools modders have at their disposal, is not easy. It takes insane amount of time. Like Deceptius does those quests. Like he did a quest for romance mostly, and you can see like it's not a huge quest, but it still takes a lot of time just because of like how the engine, how they had to create their own framework to work in, basically. The one shot. Have you learned to pronounce Katsper's? Okay, so listen, I did learn to pronounce his last name. I think I forgot, but I think I remember like Niepokoliczki or something like that. I think it's that. I don't know, like it's tough, man. Like Polish is kryptonite, I'm telling you. My playthroughs are ready for 2.0. Yeah, I mean, I heard a lot of people are gonna be starting a new playthrough as well. Deceptius that has done great work. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Nice to see you streaming again. Only place I get Cyberpunk updates. Thank you so much. Although I do recommend checking out Neon Arcade as well. He's a real choom, so I don't know, if you want extra Cyberpunk content, go check Neon out, please. He's making a quest for Rita from the Moxes right now. Exactly. Yeah, I saw that. So I'm wondering how that's gonna be. And I like it because he makes like these smaller quests which really like add on top of each other. Like they really mean something. Like for example, how it was with Judy and Panam. So that was nice. Am I gonna stream a new playthrough when PL drops? Yes. Yes, so I will be streaming here on YouTube when PL comes out, you know, eventually. I mean, we've been waiting for so long, man. I don't know, like it's I'm finally happy that we're getting close to like the release and everything, because I mean it's one thing to talk about the game, but I mean it's a whole different thing when you actually get into the game. I mean, for YouTubers as me, for example, I like having content from the game, because you know, news videos are great, but you know, I want to do some actual content from the game itself, like fully. And we kind of went through everything. Isn't Bosnian similar to Polish though? Easier for you, Alchem, to understand PL than someone for us from the US? Well, yes, I mean, it depends really. Like some words in Polish I can understand, something I can, but it's similar pronunciation, similar maybe words in some cases, but there are some things that you have to learn how to pronounce certain words, because also Polish has letters which we don't have, and there's a certain way you, like when you structure a sentence, then you say, and that's tough for me. Like depends, like it really depends, like where are you, from the Balkan or maybe from Eastern Europe? Like it really depends who can understand whom, you know. It's not like, oh, you're, you know, there, you must understand them. No, it's tough. I can understand Ukrainian or Russian or let's see, Hungarian or let's say Macedonian better than I can Polish, like 10 times easier. Now we have to wait 10 years for sequel. Yeah. So one thing which is like funny, because you know, when Phantom Liberty comes out and everything is done with that, when all of the hotfixes are out, there is gonna be a huge pause. I mean, not for the channel, but there's gonna be a huge pause for CDPR, or well, from the public, because they're gonna be working on the new Witcher game, and we're not gonna be learning about that for a very long time. And then only after that we can talk about Cyberpunk and the rest, because I mean, I know CDPR has a lot of plans and they want to do it relatively in a good amount of time, but they have a lot of games planned, man. Bulgarian, I think, yeah, I can somewhat understand Bulgarian as well. Shushant, thank you for your donation. I've been withholding my playthrough just for this update to drop. What build would you recommend? I mean, it depends. We have to see, like, the thing when it comes to all of this, we have to see what's new with the perk system. I mean, I can always recommend, I mean, you know, Netrunner build is always fun. It can get a little bit too easy, especially when you get access to better demons. Like, it just becomes too easy. But I don't know. My character is always like, I don't know, half using mantis blades or whatever, and then half using a gun or whatever. I don't know. But if you want to go sneak mode, that's fun. But again, it depends like what new perks have. Like, we have to see. Because they have these finishers and everything now, so yeah, who knows, man. We will know that when that eventually drops, I mean. Cyberpunk Orion will come sometimes in 2020, 2030. Also, today, because it's Night City Wire Day, we're gonna be using the G Fuel energy formula, the immunofluid. So this is the Edge Runners collaboration, and if you want, you can always use code LKM if you want to go and buy G Fuel to support the channel in an extra way, and it doesn't take more money from you. It's just it's an affiliate, not a sponsorship. So yeah, it's very good, this one, but it's always out of stock. Like, it's impossible to get it, but they sent one, so that's nice. Mantis blades are gonna be so crazy with the new update. Yeah, I'm really interested to see, like, because you know, they showed all of these abilities right now you can do with Mantis blade, especially the finishers. I want to see like how fast can you do it, because we've seen that much gameplay. I don't know if you've seen it on Twitter. You gotta see it much. It does amazing gameplay edits, and he, you know, he does these cool fighting counters where he like kicks someone, then he switches to a different gun, then he does something cool. And if Much can do it and make a video out of it that can tell you like, okay, the combat is gonna be flowing well and it's gonna work well, because those things, like those kind of videos, they cannot be done and executed well if the game doesn't allow it. Johnson Abram, thank you so much for your donation, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you. Means a lot. My game is updating, so update 2.0 available now. Pfft, man, I don't have GOG now. Wait, is it? I mean, someone can check GOG. I cannot check GOG now, or Steam or whatever, but I don't know, man. If the update was coming out, like, it would maybe say something. And I mean, we're still getting ready for the stream. It's crazy how Melee isn't talked about more. I'm insane up with Melee. Yeah, I mean, so when it comes to Melee, one of the things which immediately tell me like, oh, there's gonna be more people playing Melee build now, is those finishers and different like abilities they show with those perks, like for example, you know, being able to do things faster, etc, etc. So Melee, well, definitely. Like, have you seen those finishers again in the Much gameplay where it basically takes like the dagger that you have like a knife and he stabs like the Barghest in like the neck? That was crazy. There's no update on Steam. GOG looks normal, so yeah. So whatever is updating for you, my friend, that's not game. That's not the actual like update. Yeah, new finishers look brutal. Yeah, 45 minutes in. I'm gonna go for tech build just to improve implant capacity. Melee is only fun with Sandy? Depends. Depends really if you're gonna be going for a more stealth type. But yeah, combining Melee with Sandevistan, yeah. Yeah. Maybe we get the small game from the Molasses. So yeah, when it comes to the Molasses game, I think, look, Molasses game could serve like a game in between, like, you know, the new Witcher game. But, you know, again, when it comes to that and CD Projekt, it is impossible to like say like, oh, it's 100% happening that way, or it's 100% happening the other way. We don't know, like, because recently when it comes to the Molasses flood, they had restructuring within the company. I believe some people were sadly, I don't know if they, because I know like CD Projekt Red did let some people go from the company, sadly. I don't know, I think that also affected Molasses flood in a bit, but also they restructured the project, so we don't know what's happening. Like, it's still in development, we know that, but we don't know like what exactly did they restructure. Did they not like the prototype they were working on? Maybe some things were not good, like who knows? Like, it's impossible to know until actually like they release that game. But I think like they said, you know, that game is gonna be more like, you know, for wider audiences. So I mean, I think it might be some survival game, because Molasses Flood does them, like they do survival games in general and co-op games. So maybe something like that. I hope that's implemented well. My voice is very low, my friend. My mic is peaking on my audio mixer, so I don't know if it's maybe too low. I can get it up, but I don't know if that's very low. By the way, is the music too loud? I can always drop the music a little bit, like this. Jure, thank you for your donation. So he's referring to some stuff we have here. Tough decision, man. I would say both. It's tough. It's a tough decision, man. Depends on the product. Depends on the product. Thank you for the donation, man. But I would take both. I can't pick. It's impossible. It's like, can't even hear the music. Okay, I'll get it up a bit. No music. Maybe now? There should have been music. There should have been. I'm gonna keep like getting the audio up until you hear the music. Molasses Flood had to release around 40 people from their project, and now they're releasing around 100 people from CDPR. Wait a minute. I have to double check if it's 40 people from the Molasses Flood, because I don't think Molasses Flood has a team that big. Because having 40 people leave a smaller studio is not good. Okay, very faint. I mean, it should be somewhat faint. Like, should be somewhat faint, because I don't want to... We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, because this music is... man, I don't have a control, so I don't know, like, if it's... yeah. I hear it now. Okay, we'll leave it like that. If it's too loud or too low, we'll see. But anyway, so one thing which does really make me happy is, you know, they're having Idris Elba now on stream. At least that's how it says in the announcement. So I want to see how he does. It's still no music, really? Okay. There should be music. Like I pumped this to like max. Okay, although give it a sec, because there is delay. Like YouTube has this stupid 30-second delay, which I cannot do anything about it, because it's always going to be like around 20 to 30 seconds delay. It's never going to be like actually live. But let me hear. Hey Abo, and welcome. Okay, now you should hear this. Yeah, you should hear this. Should be better now. Yeah, 40 people in smaller studio sounds like 75-80% staff. Yes, that's a lot. I have to double check. But that's a big number, and I doubt it's 40 people. That's crazy. Hey, Sandra Locust, thank you so much. Also check out this channel, please. Your streams are always going crazy, man. I hear the music now though. Yeah. Yeah. How are the Edge Runners? What's up? What time is it happening? So it's happening in about 37 minutes. So in 37 minutes we're gonna be going to the live stream. Yeah, I don't want to go too much with the music, because then it overlaps with the audio and then it's terrible. But I'll check out the recording after this, so I know like which exactly like how I need to set it to be good. I also need better controls. Like this OBS is terrible. I need a better mixer for sure. What monitor do you have? I have the AOC one and then Asus one. I don't know exactly the model number, but this is 144, you know, hertz and all. I'm thinking of buying a new one. I'm thinking of buying like the ultra wide or something like that, or just a bigger monitor soon, because I'll need it. So we'll see. Is the stream going to be on Twitch? Yes, on Twitch and on YouTube this time. You think we'll get update today? It depends. It's all up to CDPR, man. It's all up to CDPR. LKM, do you think they're gonna fix reported bugs and visual stuff? Because I've been reporting a ton. I mean, always when there's a bigger update, they have like, besides the big stuff, they always have smaller stuff. At least that was the case before. So maybe, you know. Good morning, Night City. Yeah. Just wanted to say that you are the source for slacking, for my slacking during work today. Well, glad to be of help, man. Glad to be of help. Put the Edge Runners OST in the background. I would, if YouTube was a normal platform, I would. Thing is, problems with playing music here, I have to be very careful which music I can play, because YouTube can basically remove the stream immediately while it's live. Even some of the songs which have, you know, they're allowed by copyright because the copyright owner, like CDPR, said okay, you can use it. YouTube sometimes mistakes that, and I don't have time to like call up YouTube and say, look, you removed my stream and it wasn't like, you know, a problem. So yeah. Do you like Cyberpunk 2077? Nah, I don't like the game. I'm kidding, but yeah, I'll get the ultra wide most likely. Most likely, it would be my first one. I don't know what to expect. YouTube is an abnormal platform for streaming. Yes, for streaming it's definitely abnormal because on Twitch you have a lot more leeway, or well, on Kick now as well, where you can play some stuff in the background like the music, and you can turn on a YouTube video for 10 seconds without, you know, losing connection. So yeah, like YouTube is very strict when it comes to that. Like it's not good. Hey Asria, my friend. Hello my Bosnian brother, how's it here? Wave there. It's good. How do you feel about third person mode? I can feel like whenever I want to feel, but it's not dropping. It's not happening. Like, at least not in this one. Maybe in the future game, maybe, but even that we have to wait until like the official announcement in like 7 years. Make sure to get something OLED with HDR. Oh yeah, definitely HDR. Like gaming with HDR, that's a whole different story. That's to get Alienware. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how are they. I have to check. But whenever I hear Alienware or Razer, I don't buy them. I don't know. Maybe for monitors, Alienware is good. We'll see. Probably is. My friend has an Alienware like really good monitor, and it's crazy good. I think if you do a future video for Cyberpunk mods, you need to do Cyber Psycho stuff like Monster Raider, Psycho Torso. Yeah. Oh yeah, I always, like, every time I have a modding video, I always put like a car if there is a new car mod available, and I put like 1 or 2 clothing pieces as a mod. There's like, when it comes to mods, like there is a lot of clothing pieces on Nexus. Like those mods are coming out every single day. And I mean, covering that, you know, you can cover a few, but I cannot cover all of them. Unless it's like something very specific outfit, because then it becomes like a whole video would be just clothing. Is a top suggestion by Hardware Unboxed. I'll check it out. What I think new IP will be, could be anything. Like seriously, like it could be anything. Cause think about it, I don't know, like maybe they go for something else, but they already have fantasy with The Witcher, they have Cyberpunk with Cyberpunk. So somewhat of a sci-fi, but not fully sci-fi obviously, because Cyberpunk is not just about that. So I don't know, like maybe they still go for something like fantasy or whatever. Like they can have 2 games which are fantasy, doesn't matter, but I don't know. I am also interested, like it could be something completely different. Like it might not be anything that we expect, might be something completely, but at least we know it's going to be a new in-house IP, so it's not going to be something that is gonna be like you know, bought out, like, you know, Cyberpunk was from Arthasorian Games and Mike Pondsmith, and The Witcher was from Andrzej Sapkowski. So now it's going to be their own IP. So I do wonder what they do, but that's not coming anytime soon. Like that's gonna take a while until it's done. Post-apocalyptic? I mean, it can be anything from post-apocalyptic to horror to Sims to whatever, but we don't know. Live service? Like I'm still waiting for that moment to see like when is CDPR going that live service model, or if they're gonna be going that way, because for a live service model you need to have a good game, you know, and depends. Like they said that in the future all of their games are gonna have some sort of a online or multiplayer element, so that could be anything. Like because when they say multiplayer element, it could be from co-op to like, let's say, Dark Souls situation where you get invaded or something like that. It doesn't mean like, oh, we're automatically going MMO route. But I don't know, like, I hope they don't. I hope they don't. It's their new game, Steampunk. I mean, Steampunk from CDPR, I wouldn't mind it. Yeah, I mean, Rockstar can do it, but Rockstar has GT Online, so they can pump that money with the shark cards like crazy. Like, they're making so much money. And you have to realize one thing when it comes to microtransactions. People who don't like them or people who are against them, all of us, we are in minority. So most people, they don't look like microtransactions as a problem, which we can look at all of the numbers every single year, how many people, how much money is spent on microtransactions in billions. People don't care. Like, people don't see microtransactions as a problem. It's just, oh, I'm gonna buy this, buy that, buy a skin, buy a battle pass. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Almost 600 viewers, yeah, it's insane. Like, whenever I go live, every single time I expect like, okay, 80, 100 people, maybe 50, but then it goes like to like these numbers, and I couldn't be more thankful for everyone for just stopping by and being here. Thank you so much. Yeah, post-apocalyptic is logical because they have medieval and cyberpunk, they don't have post-ap. You can also say modern. Maybe some modern game or modern game set in current times or something like that. Oof. Mobile gaming killed the gaming industry. Oof. Depends from which perspective you say, but I don't think necessarily gaming did it, or sorry, mobile gaming did it in some way. But every single big developer now or publisher, they see the numbers in the mobile market, they see all of those billions, and of course they want to get in on that. So from that standpoint, you can say, yeah. But I mean, even today, like, mobile phones are crazy. Like, this thing and everything, like, they have Resident Evil 4 announced for the new iPhone. Like, what? Like, I don't mind those games. Like, the problem is, games being used on mobile are basically used as a getaway to pump those microtransactions, but I don't mind if they release a game for mobile, which is like, let's say, Resident Evil 4 or whatever, which can be played. I cannot play on a phone. I just cannot, especially those sorts of games. I just can't. But I don't know. You have to understand, there's a huge mobile market in the East. Huge mobile market. Modern gaming killed gaming. I think gaming killed gaming. I don't know. It depends from how you see it. Like, we still get a lot of great games today. We still get a lot of problems today. But that's just how it is. You know, bigger games, whenever you're gonna be working on a bigger project, because games, AAA games now cost like what, 100, 200, 300 million. You have GTA 6 reported to be a billion. Like, of course, when those numbers are in play, like, it's just how it is. You still have indie scene though. Like, indie scene is still pretty much intact in that sense. But even like this year for gaming was very nice. At least for the games coming out. Like, I don't know how exactly situation is in the industry, but when it comes to games coming out, a lot of great games this year. A lot of great games. Like, I'm having fun right now. Like, I'm having fun right now with gaming as much as I had before. When you didn't have all of that, when it was still NES, when it was still PlayStation 1, when it was still Xbox 360, when it was PlayStation 2, whatever. Or old PCs, which I only was able to run Stronghold and Gothic 1 on them. Like, I still enjoy gaming. Maybe some things like now are different than before, but you know. Where's my accent from? Bosnia. Emka Pijic, what's up? Grave050, thank you so much for the donation. Hey man, love your content, been binge watching you on and off through the years. Here's a beverage on me. Thank you so much for the donation. I'm glad you enjoy the videos, and I see a lot of people who were here before, they still go back to the videos, and I'm glad. Because I look at my like lore videos for Cyberpunk, and they're still getting traction, people are watching them, so thank you. Am I still playing Starfield? Yes. Yes. I'm gonna be playing Starfield for years. Just like I played Skyrim and Fallout and everything else. I take, like, I'm not primarily a Starfield YouTuber, so I don't have to like rush with the game, or because when you're a Starfield YouTuber or any YouTuber for a specific game, there are certain ways you have to do to make some deadlines for videos. So sometimes you're gonna be, you know, jumping through stuff too fast, which is problematic for a Bethesda RPG, because doing stuff fast can be in Starfield, because many things open up, but I can take my time. It wasn't like that when Cyberpunk was coming out though. I remember those days when I was reviewing Cyberpunk, like before the initial release. Because you have to go through a lot. You have to, like, you are reviewing something, so you have to go through everything if you want to make an actual review. I mean, I can play the game for 3 hours and say, hey, I finished it, here's a review. Starfield overrated? I don't know what to tell you. It's not the best game in the world, but it is very good. Very good, amazing actually. I don't know, I like maybe some people don't like it. I like the formula, basically that. I like the style. Although story-wise, the main story, like, I enjoyed side quests and faction quests more than I did when it comes to the main story of Starfield. I'll just say that. Those other quests are a lot more enjoyable than the main quest, because the main quest kind of starts off slow, very slow, and that can be a problem for some people. Loading screens and Starfield just killed the game for me. Yeah, so how is the situation? Like for me, like I have this installed on NVMe, so like for me, jumping to a planet to planet, system to system, or entering a ship takes 3, 4, 5 seconds, or maybe 8 to 9 seconds, even 10 if it's loading something bigger. But I did hear on Xbox itself, it's kind of, you know. Did I play Baldur's Gate 3? Yes, of course. I mean, there's so many games to play now, like it's tough. Like I haven't slept in a month properly because Baldur's Gate, Starfield. People in chat must hate Bethesda games. I don't know. I had my ups and downs with Bethesda, but I grew up with their games. Like I grew up with Elder Scrolls and Fallout. So I mean, depends. What aspect you look of the game. I don't know. But I mean, if someone doesn't like it, they don't like it. What can I do about that? It's their how would I say? It's their decision. They're free to have their own views on everything. I don't know. Armored Core 6 I haven't played, so I have to go into Armored Core. I did check it out a bit at my friend's, just a bit, and I have the game, but I haven't played it yet. I didn't have the time, I just couldn't get around it. The one shot was almost good. Yeah. Nice. So the stream should be starting in 20 minutes. Do you work somewhere or can you make a living on YouTube? I don't necessarily look at YouTube as primarily, you know, my main source of income, but it's definitely there. Especially now, I mean, not before when views were down, or well, when I didn't have enough subs or views in general, but it's not the main job, but it depends. I have the opportunity to go full time when I want to, and do videos on it, and then switch to like what, you know, when I have time, because my work allows me to do that. It would be, but if I had to choose between work and YouTube, depends, you know. People leave their jobs so they can do YouTube. I always say, have a job, do YouTube, and if things go well, if you know, your career takes over or takes off in YouTube, then, you know, but a lot of people make mistakes thinking like, oh, YouTube is like easy money. It's not, definitely not. But it's good, I'm not gonna complain, you know. Good old Mecha Souls, yeah, I have to still go through that. If you expected Starfield to be Skyrim, Fallout in space, yeah, basically I expected that, and that's what I got. Greetings from Mexico, friend. Love your content. Thank you so much. Will the pacing of the prologue change at all? I doubt. Like, I doubt they're gonna be changing the story or anything like that, because again, that requires bringing people back who were doing the voice acting for those scenes and then re-recording that. And of course it can be done, but I doubt they're gonna be doing that. Because trust me, if those things were changed, they would have said it. Because they want to list as many big things as they can. I mean, it's for marketing. No, just how it is. Am I gonna play Spider-Man 2? Yes. Definitely yes. Any theory about the Unity situation? Maybe developed, escalate? Yeah, so for everyone who didn't hear, Unity, an engine that you have a lot of games in, decided to do a whoopsie, and they decided to charge people per download starting from 2024. And of course not for everyone. If you exceed, like, I don't know, 1 million downloads or something like that, you have to pay them back for each download and whatever. And that is incredibly stupid. So now you have a lot of devs sitting like, first of all, they don't have money to pay, because let's say they pay the fraction of those downloads, or all of them, they would lose money. Or let's say you have a person whose game takes off in January of 2024, boom, they have to pay all that money back. It's stupid. And they're not backing down yet. So maybe maybe eventually when people leave and their stocks go down to zero, maybe they're going to listen, but it's dumb. And I think those things are going to escalate to the point that FCC is going to be involved. I think there might be some, I cannot say that allegedly, because there have been reports that the CEO sold his shares before the whole stuff started, and that's I don't know about the rules, but I think there's gonna be some investigations. This is not gonna pass. Like, this is gonna blow up, this entire Unity situation, unless they completely do a 180 and they back out and they say, okay, we made a mistake. But if they continue going down that route, and what, they're gonna charge Square Enix and Microsoft for royalties? Yeah, it's a beyond stupid move to do. Crazy how Cyberpunk is 3 years old, my god. Yeah, it's been yeah, it's been a while. Epic will probably be the winner, yeah. I mean, Epic and some other engines, but I don't know, like, I think Unity is, like, that's an engine killer, like what they're doing. Like, this basically means if people say like, okay, we're gonna find an easy alternative, or well, easy alternative, they're just gonna go. And it's just, it puts developers in a bad spot, dude. Like, what? Like, you imagine someone just finishing their game, and that game has potential to go wild, and they introduce this, and then you're sitting there with a full game, and you're like, how do I switch engines now? That's gonna cost me money. So it's just a stupid decision. I hope Pave is in this Night City Wire. I think he said he's gonna be in chat, so I don't think Pave is gonna be on the stream, but we'll see. Let me see if they started. So on the official CD Projekt, are they live? No. So they're not live yet. I think, I hope they don't do the another like 15-minute stuff like they did before. You think 2.0 will drop after the stream? Pfft, man, you have to, we have to wait. Well, didn't that CEO work at EA? Now we see why, what's happening. Like, when does the live start? In 15 minutes. Unreal Engine was already eating Unity's lunch. This is just going to bury them. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say about like that whole. It's just a stupid decision. How did you come up with the name LastKnownMeal? I have no idea. It's been a while. Like, this channel is 11 years old. So I don't know. I have no idea. It's been like, I was just looking for some random stuff because getting a username is tough. Like, you're picking something which is gonna be your brand for the channel, a brand. But to be honest, like, when I was starting this YouTube, I wasn't planning to go to this position that I am right now. It was just some side stuff I was doing, like some walkthroughs, you know, because walkthroughs back then were big, like you were doing walkthroughs. And apparently it's midnight for Pave, but he plans to watch the stream. Yeah, I think Pave is doing promotions for the game. I think also someone asked about London. I mean, it's Night City, it's, you know, they're on tour, so you're gonna have people playing the game there. See those hearts? They come from me. Yeah, I see those. Like, what's that? Thank you for clicking that. I didn't know that was the case. A surprise or two. Yeah, so in the announcement they said they're going to have a surprise or two. So we'll see. You think we will be able to unpin quests? I'm sick of Meet Hanako numbers. Yeah, that whole unpin, like, at this point it just became like a tradition. New patch comes out, I install like CET mod, and then I you know, Cyber Engine tweaks, and then I install untrack quest, because yeah, the game doesn't natively have them. So I hope it's there. We'll see. I don't know. Now we're 725 viewers. Whoa. Thank you everyone for coming and stopping by. Thank you. Let me copy myself and say that's because of me and not because of like the stream starting now. I wanted to charge for reloading your weapon. Gothic playthrough gameplay part 1. Welcome to the colony. Yeah, that's the first video, and it's like, oh my god, like going back to that video now, it's hope they're going to have a new ending where V survives. Well, we know there's gonna be a new ending if you have Phantom Liberty. That's what they said, but I'm gonna be honest, like, there are no happy endings in Night City, so we'll see. Man, there's a lot of Pan Am Sims here. Phew, man, there is a lot of Pan Am Sims. You have Judy Sims, and then you also have like Meredith Stout Sims. They're just in the back, like, of the room. Used to make Dark Souls 2 videos. Yeah, and Heavy, but has the like Fallout stuff. Like I had Pip-Boy as an avatar for a long time. People forget that. Countdown stream started. Oh yeah, I did. Let me just now switch to this window real quick. Okay, 1080p. So it's gonna be starting in 30 minutes. We are good. We are right on time. Okay. Where's my mouse? There it is. Okay. Let me just also turn this off. Just give me a sec. I have to go through all of this first, so we don't have any issues later. Okay, that, and let's see. Okay, there's some music in the back. I'm gonna leave this just like there. They're finally streaming on YouTube. Yeah, this is the first time CD Projekt Red is actually streaming on YouTube. I sim for Dum Dum. Brings old memories. Yeah, Night City Wire, like I remember prior to game releasing, that was a lot of fun. I go back to that moment, like going back to like when you didn't know anything about the game, when we didn't even go into the game. Looking at those like footage now and going back to it, it's crazy. Like just go back and watch that original like 50-minute gameplay demo, seeing like some of the people and locations throughout the city and what has changed. That was cool. Phantom Liberty expansion, not DLC. It's very important when we're talking about CDPR, because they basically, DLC for CDPR is free piece of content, expansion is paid. So when they say DLC, they mean free. When they say expansion, they mean paid. But, you know, whatever. It's technically DLC, it's downloadable content, but it's just how CDPR says. I sim for Sasquatch? Huh. Nobody Sims for V at all. Hey CDN Gaming, what's up? Welcome. Idris Elba Sims. We have to see his character, like we have to see what Solomon Reed does actually. So what are you gonna do once when support for Cyberpunk stops? What game are you planning to cover? So I still plan to cover Cyberpunk, of course, with the content we have, but there's a lot of games coming out. Like there's Gothic remake coming out. I'm gonna cover that. Hopefully it's good. Stalker 2 definitely. I'm never gonna miss that. And then everything else, including Starfield. I mostly go for RPGs or RPG-like games, so don't expect like a huge 180 with the games I cover. Also, Ghost Runner 2 is coming out. I have to cover that. Man, so many games. And I'll cover Baldur's Gate, of course. I haven't done a video for Baldur's Gate 3 since the release, but I'm gonna do it. I just didn't have time. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to start hiring editors, I swear. Hello, love your content from John Zarkas. Thank you, my friend. I've seen you on the channel for a very long time. Yeah, BG3, definitely. I just have to go around it, like. It's also a big game. Like, these games coming out lately, like, they're huge. Like, Baldur's Gate 3, I have tens of hours in it, and I still, like, reached, like, Act 2, like. President Myers simp. I hope Ryan won't come in another 8 years, yeah. Have I ever played Underrail? Wait, I have to see that. Maybe if it's an old game, maybe I did. Underrail. Okay. When is this? So this came out in 2013. I don't think I did. I have to check it out. Elden Ring, will you cover Elden Ring? I already covered Elden Ring a bit. Although I think right now, I think there is everything there is made about Elden Ring. Maybe I'll make another video like 1 year after or whatever, but I don't know. Fallout 2 spiritual successor game, that's good then, that's good. I really liked Fallout 1 and 2. That was like big talk was around when Fallout 3 was announced. I remember Fallout 3 getting announced and they're like, well, this time it's Bethesda and this time it's gonna be in Bethesda's fashion. But Fallout 3, I love it. Depends. I like the setting of Fallout 3 more, but I really like the story and decisions of New Vegas. It depends, like. But Fallout 3 definitely has a special place in my heart. With Megaton and everything, like it's a classic. LKM simp right here. No, don't. You mean 2 years after? Wait. Wait. Don't tell me it's been February. Man, time flies. Did I get to play AC Mirage demo? No, I'm not like, I don't really cover Assassin's Creed, so I wasn't really signing up on that. But I did hear a lot of good things. I will make a video on Mirage when it comes out. Like obviously, like I'll check it out because it's going back to the roots, and it's going to be more stealth Assassin's gameplay. So I'll go back into it. I'll check it out, and if it's good. Been 1.5 years, dude. Jesus. So there will be content. There is gonna be a lot of content to cover. I do plan to reach. I'm gonna try and reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. It's gonna be tough, of course. And it's impossible to know if it's possible, if it's gonna be happening or not. But we'll see. We'll see. Ranting Greek Gamer, hello from Greece, my friend. Hello, welcome. Welcome, my friend. Hello back to Greece. What is it? My current Starfield build like? Mine is basically Revan from KOTOR. So my main build is shotguns. I really like the shotguns in this game. When you put like a slug round in like the mod, as a mod, it's deadly. But I invested a lot of like my perks into just technology and tech, because I really like building outposts. But the problem with that is I don't like how things are done. First of all, Starfield storage, terrible. Like my base is filled with crates. And second of all, like it's making money off of it is tough, because vendors don't have a lot of like money, and if you don't have the barter perk maxed out, better to watch on YouTube or on Twitch. It's better to watch here. I'm kidding. I don't know, like I'm following on Twitch, because I'm not even gonna dare to watch this on YouTube, because I don't know if it's going to trigger something, so I'm just gonna stick to Twitch. Hello from France. Hey Kevin, what's up? Hi back to France. Do you think Cyberpunk after Phantom Liberty will be as good as we were shown in the E3 gameplay demo? It depends. I like how the game looks now, but after like whatever, like everything they announced for 2.0, I think it's a big plus. Like you know, vehicle combat, updated police system, those perks, you know, there's a lot. The outposts are awful, yeah, and also that clipping when you're trying to put a different object and it's terrible. I like making them, but from like the gameplay perspective, they were almost there. If they just handle like selling stuff and making stuff. Because I have all of these things that I produce, but it's like, yeah, nothing. Rifle is a DMR now? Yeah, I think. Alchem, if you had to choose, what would your top 3 iconic weapons be? Johnny's pistol, the small Lizzie pistol, and I don't know what for the maybe Guts from Rebecca. I like that shot. I love that shotgun so much. I mean, if you haven't already, like maybe some of you missed Edge Runners, just go to the Corpo Plaza and you're going to have a shotgun from Rebecca there. Don't ask why it's in Corpo Plaza. Hey Artemius, what's up? So we're starting in 4 minutes. Wait. After monumental success of BG3, what will Witcher 4 need to be competitive? I mean, they're all different games. Like, depends what you want. I mean, BG3 has to be that way because the game is designed to be done in that way. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Like, when it comes to, like, in general quests in The Witcher, they were good. I mean, obviously you have choices and different endings, of course. Maybe not as deep as in BG3, but we'll see. I enjoy that. I always enjoy making major decisions in an RPG, of course. I would like more of those, for example. Just and sometimes in The Witcher 3, it's a bit confusing to what ending you're going. One has to do with Dijkstra. Like, I hate that moment from, like, I don't want to spoil anything, but people who play The Witcher know the situation with Dijkstra and certain ending. Hey Grimjaw, what's up? Seraph, definitely the best pistol. Because she got flatlined there? I don't know, maybe someone didn't watch Edge Runners, I don't want to say. Mr. Stud is ready. We'll likely see a gameplay announcement for The Witcher 1 next year. Ooh, optimistic. Definitely optimistic. We'll see if it happens. We'll see. Wait, let me just do something real quick. Just a sec. I have to check I have to check something. Just give me a moment. Okay. It's on. It's on. We should be okay. Wait, let me see. Yeah, it's on. Nice. Nice. Oh man, I'm sorry I missed your donations. Oh wait, did you just donate 2 times? What do you think of do you think patch 2.0 today? I have no idea, my friend. I have no idea. That's it's down to YouTube. Not YouTube, sorry, to CDPR. Wow, okay. Yeah, I had to check something. For a second I thought my stream went down. And we passed 1,000 people on stream. Thank you so much. Ooh, this music is nice. Let me... By the way, let me set this everything up here. I don't know if it's gonna be too loud or not. Be careful of your audio now, because I'm gonna be going around settings now. So just be careful around audio. Just a heads up. Lower it a bit. I want that music finally, by the way. Okay, let's go. Let's see what they have for us. I won't talk too much, just so you know over this. Okay. Ooh, trailer.
And welcome to this special jam-packed episode of Night City Wire. This is the place where we talk all things Cyberpunk 2077, or rather, all things Phantom Liberty. My name is Pavel Busha and I will be your host today, and we have a lot to go through, so let's get started. We've got gameplay, behind the scenes, music, and plenty of surprises along the way. Speaking of, let's kick things off with a world premiere of our brand new Phantom Liberty CGI trailer starring the one and only Idris Elba.
Ooh, new CGI trailer, let's go. At least we have gameplay, so CGI is good.
This is it. Trust me.
You know I do. Tell me I'm right where you wanted me. Now tell me I'm out of this goddamn town.
Nobody on you. I just caught surveillance cams.
Adios, Night City.
Should be back in the homeland by 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Well, look at this.
What about you? Get your ticket out yet?
I hear the government's sealing a deal.
I told you. You're the president's favorite. You're gonna walk out of this on a red carpet.
Yeah, sure.
Hey, you deserve it. I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for you. You know what I'm thinking about right now?
Tell me.
Taco stand back home. First thing I'm gonna do when I get off this train is head right there. I swear those quesadillas come to me in my dreams.
Place sure sounds tasty.
Yeah. You were the one that took me there in the first place?
Yeah. I remember now.
Wow.
Thank you
when
for
this
the
is
donation,
all over,
man.
you gotta take a break, you hear me? Tell me, do you copy? So maybe we got a passenger and he's carrying. I think we might be compromised. Can you hack the trap? Show me.
She left him? Okay. Okay. Damn. She crossed him big.
So me, you want a pill? So me,
Excuse me, Madam President.
pill?
So me.
It's going to be a long flight.
No, thank you.
I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for you.
Damn. Yeah, so that's why he doesn't like Songbird. Man, she crossed him good. Oh boy, that one I didn't know.
What a cliffhanger. Everything you saw in the trailer happens 7 years before Phantom Liberty begins. So there's definitely a lot more story to discover in the expansion.
Damn.
Now we're gonna hear from Idris Elba himself to talk more about the trailer and how he brought Solomon Reed to life.
Man, this music is so good.
Hi, I'm Idris Elba, and I play Secret Agent Solomon Reed in Phantom Liberty, the upcoming expansion for Cyberpunk 2077. Reed is a professional, someone that's lived many lives. He's basically a sort of secret agent that has worked in Night City for a long time and has been a special ops operator and, basically has kept his head down until now. And when he comes back in a major way. He's a pivotal character. You learn a lot about the story through Reed, and actually meeting Reed is like, it can either go one way or the other.
V, treason ain't ever black and white.
It's a charade, V.
Obviously, with a spy character like Solomon Reed, you don't know much about him. You know what maybe he's capable of, but can you trust him or not? A spy story will make you think one thing, and actually you should be paying attention to something else. Every now and again in the storyline, you actually get some nuggets of who Solomon Reed is, and he's reluctant. He doesn't really like to just open up and say it, but his personal side is definitely one that's filled with torment, betrayal, trauma, but at the center of his personal life is his work. Like, he really loves his job. He's a very, very dedicated agent, and you get to know that as you play with this character. So, in this shot, I think Reed is thinking about all the things he's done as an agent, as someone that has dedicated his life, and now he's about to walk away. And it's symbolized in this huge leap that he's about to make. It's also a leap into his freedom.
That was cool.
So what I love about Cyberpunk, is the technology. The tech is mad.
That's cool as well.
Solomon's right here. He's done. He's on the train. He's about to chill. He's leaving. And also he has the one person that he trusts to help him make that escape. He's not thinking that anyone could have infiltrated him. No one even saw him get on the train. He jumped from the sky. So he's feeling really good. For anyone who's really looking at this frame, there's a big Easter egg. Look for it. It's there. It's in the frame, but it's a big Easter egg.
Wait, haven't seen it. What?
How
Damn
about
it.
you? Get your ticket out yet?
So me.
I
we'll have
hear
to
the
go back
government's
to this.
sealing a deal.
I remember shooting this. You sit in these sort of like pajamas, basically, with all this stuff all over you, and you got a big sort of camera thing rig on your face. You've got to really get into the imagination of your character. And I remember shooting this, and it's incredible, man. Now look at the detailing on the animation. Obviously, I was there, so I'm acting, but to see it come to life like this is bonkers.
Taco stand back home.
Yeah, his
First
bunkers
thing
looks
I'm gonna do when I
insane.
get off this train.
Wait.
is head right there. I swear those
Goes
quesadillas
fast.
come to me in my dreams.
It sure sounds tasty.
The Reed-Somi relationship's a really big thing to unpack. It's really good. I can tell you that, you know, Solomon Reed and Somi have a special bond. More or less, Somi is his protege. He trained her to some degree. He's one that looked out for her. And all I can say is that he trusts her. This is the moment. That's the beginning of the section where it starts to literally crumble for their friendship.
Yeah, she
Super tense
bonked
moment
him hard
there.
here, man.
This is for Somi, this moment of, you know, do I, don't I? Do I betray a friend, someone's like a father? She's under incredible pressure that we don't realize. It's either her or him.
Yeah, I betray.
Yeah, this was cold.
Somi.
And that's why I love this moment when he touches the door and he's like, Somi? He knows immediately he's been made. He's dead. There is a moment of remorse and a moment of sort of regret, I guess, feeling a bit betrayed from Somi, but that's not what he's thinking about right now. What he's thinking about is like, okay, how do I try and up my odds here and get out?
Man is bummed out, like
7 years later. This is the moment that you actually realize that Somi
Ooh,
is just a
Starfield.
different person. You know what I mean? Like she's a lot more harsh looking, colder in the eyes.
So me, you want a pill? So me,
Excuse me, Madam President.
Now she
Hello?
works for the president,
it's going to be a long flight.
No.
but the plane just got shot down.
I wouldn't be alive.
surface to air missile would like to lose itself. Yeah, he survived,
That is a good try.
obviously. But that was, wow, I didn't expect she did like that dirty.
Dogtown is, I guess, the most deadly place in Night City. It's a district ruled by a militia. It's also sort of like a labyrinth of crumbling infrastructure. And by the way, the scale of Dogtown is incredible. You know, as a storyteller, it's just an amazing canvas. Because it's open world, I mean, you can pretty much go anywhere in it, and it's just like incredible. And the writing in this expansion is really, really good, especially around Solomon Reed. You know, because it's a big storyline and it's really well dialogued. He's a really big character. It's really complex to play, actually. This is the first major game I've done as a voice, major, and it was an easy yes for me because I'm a big fan of CD Projekt from the Witcher games and Cyberpunk. What I really liked about it is the fact that it's so big and a real character study. And it was a challenge for me, I'm not gonna lie, but in terms of the voice, I have to have the spectrum of emotions in the way I speak, in the way he answers. The whole experience was definitely like a learning curve. And I can say I've done it, and I've done it, you know, in a really phenomenal game.
Dogtown. Burn it to the ground is what we'll do.
No
Simple
comment.
choice. Them or us. Peace comes at a price. Someone's always got to pay.
Man, I'm so happy it's New United States and this whole thing. It's going very political.
Awesome stuff. Seeing Idris Elba in action and talking about his character really makes me want to get to know him more in the game. But new characters aren't the only addition to Phantom Liberty. Music has always been a vital part of our games and the stories we tell.
Yeah,
We've
music.
created a brand new score for Phantom Liberty, and right now we'll hear from senior composer P.T. Adamczyk and composer Jacek Paczorkowski to discuss creating music for a spy thriller. We'll also hear more about the new radio stations coming to the game, featuring all new tracks from artists from all around the world. Hey guys, how's it going?
Hey Pavel.
Hi, Pavel. How
Good
are
to
you?
be here.
I'm great. It's awesome to have you guys here in the studio, and I want to know everything about Phantom Liberty and its score. So tell me, like, what's going on here? Like, what are the inspirations? What type of music can we expect, and how does it fit into Cyberpunk 2077?
Can definitely expect more cyberpunk vibe, although we spiced it up a little bit more with spy thriller themes. throughout the project. We wanted to make players feel like they're secret agents behind the enemy lines, give them the gravity of the situation and also the danger that V is in during their mission. The most influential part, I think, is the new characters that are introduced in the expansion.
Yes, because it's a CDPR game and characters make the story. Apart from the spy thriller thing, there's obviously a very deep, emotional, and very human story that we're trying to tell. And this time, the main relationship between Songbird and Reed is sort of what we're focusing on musically. It's also, what is the principal theme musically in this expansion. Everything basically like it's always in CDPR games, many different layers, but at the heart of it is a touching story.
I'm happy that you mentioned that characters are very important. And I always treat like characters being the catalyst of the story itself. But we're known for our storytelling. There's a lot of things going on, and music kind of needs to play into that in order to have, certain emotions come out of players. How difficult is it to like marry all these things together?
Well, it's definitely challenging. It was challenging in the base game, and because right now we were so focused on the story of the triangle between Reed, Songbird, and V, that we were able to put even more detail into the sort of musical storytelling for this expansion. So it was definitely difficult, but I think also very rewarding, and I hope it's going to be really enjoyable for the players as well.
It is something that I look for when playing a game, kind of seeing how the music affects me. And in some games, it's I think one of the most prominent things. And I also know our community has always been saying that when it comes to music, like you guys always nail it and bring A game always.
That's very kind. You have something to add to that?
Well, to me, it was actually relatively easy because I came on board only about a year ago. So the sound, even for the expansion, was already established. So I needed to fit within a spectrum that was created by PT and Marcin. Also added something for myself, did some gritty synths on my, of my
is this
own.
your gameplay?
So we know we have the basics more or less. Of course, I know that after talking to you guys right now, I really want to listen to it. So question is, when can I listen to it, and when can the people watching listen to the score?
Good question.
So I guess we have some good news to share. Our original score for Phantom Liberty is out right now on all streaming services.
Awesome. That's amazing.
This means the
that's
song
the
is
news I
out.
wanted to get.
You know
So
what
that's,
song?
That's one part of it. And now I feel like we should transition and talk about
Nice.
3 new radio stations that we have. So we have Darkstar Radio, we have Impulse, and Growl FM.
Nipples?
So these are 3 new radio stations that are coming to the
Impulse,
game.
okay.
And let's dive into them and tell me kind of what we can expect. And I'll
Okay,
let you guys
Impulse.
just start with the one that you want to start, and then we'll move through the list.
Well, Darkstar comes first to my mind because I'm into those moody, dark tracks. We wanted to create a station that combines music from around the world. So think of it as a world music of dark dystopian future. Obviously, when you have artists from around the world like Kenya, Uganda, Poland, America, they would interpret their visions differently. Even though it has got that commonality, it is actually a quite various station. I think the highlight of it is also there are 2 tracks by Idris Elba himself.
Okay. Is he DJing there, or is
Yeah, he does
he
DJ.
like rapping maybe? Like what is he doing there?
He is rapping and he produced those tracks.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
and we're really thrilled to have them. I think they fit perfectly, both in the cyberpunk context and as well with the Darkstar Radio.
Is that the only radio station that he had influence over, or are there any other tracks that he kind of dabbled into? Maybe some DJing from him? I know he's known
Oh
for
man,
that.
that card is
Yes, I mean, that's one of the, again, great news is that we have him as a DJ. Impulse Radio is basically his DJ set, put together from unreleased tracks.
Nice.
So if you like listening to modern electronic music, club music, you can put Impulse Station on in one of your cars in Night City and just enjoy Idris's DJ set.
It must be also
Damn.
interesting
Okay.
because you guys are working with different artists, like you mentioned, from different parts of the world, and also mixing all these things together, but still trying to keep that vibe of cyberpunk in it. Is it like, from your perspective, was it very hard, or is it something that you go to someone and say like, okay, this is our overall mood, this is kind of, you know, what we're trying to achieve, but then you give, like, you know, people free reign to do whatever they want and what they're kind of known for?
We basically try to give them free reign, you know, and we try to direct them very carefully. You know, we want them to be great and to give us tracks that they love and the community will love, you know. We don't want to be, you know, micromanagerial when it comes down to people creating music. We don't believe that this is the right way to do it. So, you know, with Idris Elba, with all the other artists that we worked on, it was, you know, here's the brief, it has to fit into the cyberpunk world context that we created, and that's pretty much it.
Nice. Okay, cool. So that leaves us with Growl FM as the last radio station, and I know this one also is a special one, so let's talk about it.
Everything is very unique, you know, no two tracks are alike, and we're really happy, we were very proud of this station, we're really also very proud of the community.
Yeah.
So shout outs to the community.
It's incredible, but it must be also very difficult to take all these things and kind of, okay, does this fit into cyberpunk? Will this be something that a player will enjoy? But I kind of feel that in a sense, yes, because there are people who kind of like to pretty much like branch out and listen to different things on one radio station instead of having a radio station that focuses only on one genre.
The uniqueness was key, really. Yeah. Obviously, the craft had to be there, and you know the general vibe of cyberpunk had to be, you know, maintained within those tracks. However, there were a lot of tracks that we would, I mean, either Martin or I, we would never come up with them, you know. So a lot of those entries were really surprising, but we felt that, you know, Night City is an eclectic world. It's a world of a distant future, maybe not so distant future, but still futuristic. Yeah. So, you know, it can be a melting pot of many different things. So we basically ran with that. You know, it's like, okay, how weird can it be? How different can it be to what we already have in the radio? And, you know, I think all the artists that are on Growl FM nailed it.
Thank you guys for joining me and talking about this, because like I mentioned previously, and I'll mention it again, music for me is very important in games, and I think like you both and Marcin also have done a tremendous job in order to bring Night City to life, and also with the artists that you guys collaborated with, they all fit the bill. They enhance the gaming experience, so awesome stuff.
Music is also very important to us.
I can tell, I can tell, because you guys can talk about it for days. Thank you for joining me once again.
Thank you, Pavaru.
Thanks for the invitation.
That's some great info about some great tunes. We've heard a bit about Growl FM already, but we want to share even more about this completely new radio station that has been created by you guys, the community. Here's a quick glimpse into a documentary about how the station came to be.
Nice. Also, OST is out.
Music. Okay, so maybe we should do a radio station.
OST is out.
Underground broadcast. You didn't hear that in Night City in the base game.
Do people still believe? We just have to take part.
The game has a lot of action.
This helped us a lot.
Your name is going to be immortalized forever.
You know, music can be a legitimate pursuit.
I know that cyberpunk is built in a universe with a lot of tech.
It's interesting, it's very fun.
You live on the streets and you dream of a big life.
Almost no limits on how far we could go with it.
Congratulations, you have won.
You need to feel that music punches you in the teeth, takes your money and walks away.
Like K-pop, like hip-hop, even pop music. It was pretty nice. Ideas keep coming.
Hundreds of hours.
So that was a bit of a challenge.
And I'm really excited to meet the artists behind the music in Growl FM podcast.
Okay.
It's always amazing to see the awesome work of our community, and we can't wait to share the full documentary when it airs on September 18th. Stay tuned to our social media channels for more info. Moving on to our last music announcement. Every good spy thriller needs a theme song, and we're super excited that chart-topping Polish singer-songwriter Dawid Podsiadło has a brand new original song featured in the game titled Phantom Liberty. Here's a teaser with some behind the scenes of how it was recorded.
Okay, let's hear it.
Hello everyone, my name is Dawid Podsiadło. I'm a Polish musician, and today we're at the studio and we are recording a song for the Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty.
Cool stuff, man. Nipples ready. That's how I read it. For a second I was like, what? Impulse logo looks like that.
Play the game, listen to the song, and I hope you're gonna fucking cry.
Nice. If this is actually in it.
After music, let's turn to gameplay. I'm here with game director Gabe Amatangelo to talk about some of the amazing new gameplay personalization possibilities we've created as part of Update 2.0 and Phantom Liberty. Gabe, hello once again.
Pavel Burza. I recently learned that in English, Burza means storm.
Exactly.
So your name is Paul Storm.
It sounds better in English when you say it, like Paul Storm and Pavel Burza. It sounds much better.
It sounds bad. It sounds like a superhero. It sounds like you're Thor's cousin.
I wish. I wish.
Thor comes into the battle, does a single target damage. Paul Storm shows up, starts doing AoE damage.
Perfect start to the segment that we have because we're talking about gameplay.
AoE, yeah. Combat. Let's talk about it.
Combat has changed a lot, but also character customization has changed in terms of the new perks and all that stuff, and we're here to unpack it. So I know you've talked about this already, but give us a general feel of what we can expect in terms of the changes coming with 2.0 and Phantom Liberty.
Sure, and like you're saying, there's so much. So I'd like to start with kind of just saying the spirit of it and what was the drive behind it. We want it to, because there's so much potential in the Cyberpunk IP, and when you think about the dark future and cyberware, there's different kind of like super soldier or super merc kind of fantasies you have in your mind, and we wanted players to be able to realize that and play it and feel it. And so we've basically changed the perks around. Like, I mean, there's stat increases and stuff like that, which is always fun in progression, you know, getting incrementally more powerful, but we really focus it on the actions, the things you can do, right? And so we've added a suite of things you can do that tie into different themes, and then of course players can mix and match and come up with their own unique styles.
Yeah, that's really cool, and I like the customization part of it, that, you know, there are some things that we can do in terms of, like, we'll actually show some options in terms of what you can build, and we have the help of designers to guide us through it. But you can actually do like a mixture of a assassin type ninja, or a character that is more like Hulk smash, I want to go in and destroy stuff, or a stealthy netrunner that has like these you know, quick hacks and stuff like that. There's so many cool things to unpack here. It's
you can be a stealthy netrunner, you can be just like a direct, you know, going out there and just like wrecking stuff, blowing up machines and stuff, netrunner, hacking stuff. But yeah, there's so much nuance as well, and we're going to talk more about players being able to explore the nuance later.
Exactly.
Okay.
One other thing in terms of like general stuff, something that is kind of general, but it's new, and it's not very general, but it's interesting, is the relic skill tree. Something that we unlock through the story, and what does it bring in terms of gameplay?
So the relic, as you said, tied into the Phantom Liberty story, and it's towards the beginning. It's within the first few minutes, so this isn't spoiling anything. And you've seen in the trailer, if you've watched the trailers, Somi reaches out to you through the relic. They're in a dire situation. It's the only way she can get to you. And to kind of show you she's the real deal and she can help you, she says, here's kind of a taste. I'm going to kind of clear out some of the bad data in the relic, and I'm gonna set it up such that your cyberware can utilize it. And so the theme of it is that it kind of both enhances your cyberware as well as able to kind of scan and exploit other people's cyberware. So it's kind of a cyberware theme to it.
It's crazy, crazy. It also shows you how powerful she is as a character, but that's like a whole different story arc that we could get into. But I don't want to get into that because I don't want to spoil anything. But that itself is incredible. So maybe what we should do right now is we should see the possible builds that we have. And I know we have 3. We have something that is a super strong solo. We have something that is like a more ninja type fast solo. And we have a netrunner. And we have the help of our fellow gameplay designers who will actually guide us through those. So
yeah, let's take a look.
A build overview. Ooh.
I'm Karol Mateasik, lead gameplay designer, and my favorite build is what I like to call a bullet time ninja. Speed is of the essence for both defense and offense, which is why dash and air dash are perfect to get close to enemies without taking any damage. I like to bring a katana to a gunfight, and it goes great with a new perk that lets you deflect bullets and even send them flying back at enemies. If you're running low on health, you can also perform a finisher on low health enemy for a quick boost.
It's
but
not
this
Monday.
playstyle isn't only about blades. You can combine 3 great perks, Stun Jog, Air Dash and Air Kerenzikov, to lead off motorcycles and rain down bullets from the sky in slow motion. The new Jailbreak ability from Phantom Liberty unleashes the full power of your Mantis Blades.
Jesus.
After finishing or dismembering an enemy, you can perform a really long leap to deal devastating damage. Great for getting rid of those hard-to-reach targets like snipers and netrunners. With this build, your enemies won't know what hit them.
Wow.
Awesome.
Bullet time ninja.
Yes.
That's so cool. Like you're moving, they can't even see you. You're just jumping in, Mantis Blade, katana, like going crazy, going ham on them.
Two favorite parts. I love the dash to the person in the guard tower or whatever.
Yeah,
that was,
so high up.
Yeah. That was fun. But my favorite part was I like to bring a katana blade to a gunfight. Well done, Karol. That was good.
Yeah, it really showcases this build. This has actually been one of my favorite ones when I was playing Phantom Liberty. And with all the gameplay changes, like this one, I feel like this is kind of my go-to. Which my previous go-to was kind of like a stronger solo, but we'll have that as the last video. But now I think we should jump into the Netrunner.
Yeah, let's check it out.
I like that build. It's good. Good
Hi,
idea.
I'm Yulia Primak, a gameplay designer at CD Projekt Red, and I love playing as hack-and-slash Netrunner.
Hack-and-slash Netrunner.
The best part of being a Netrunner is, of course, the hacking. And now it's more powerful than ever. With the new Quick Hack Q, you can stack up to 4 hacks on a single enemy and play around with some devastating combos like Contagion and Overhit.
Oh, I like it. We know
pretty
this.
Deadly.
Ooh, that's good.
With Overclock, you can gain an extra edge by sacrificing your health to cast hacks with almost no limit. With Update 2.0, Netrunners can even take over cars, transforming vehicles into ticking time bombs. Once you're up close, it's time to whip out the Monowire. With the Relic skill tree from Phantom Liberty, you can power it up even more. Now Netrunners can combine physical damage and upload control hacks onto enemies.
Okay, so you hit and it applies a quick hack.
I can't wait for everyone to try it out.
Insane.
Hack-and-slash Netrunner, wow, lots
good.
of action. We kind of know Netrunners to be a little bit stealthy, kind of behind the scenes doing stuff. We have a little bit of that, but still, yet they seem to now go in and get dirty.
Yeah, they can do both. They can do both. But I love to point out the play on words hack and slash. We love these catchphrases. This was good. I love it. Yes, the Netrunner. That's sort of one version of playing it, kind of doing the damage, via blowing up cars, remote controlling it, getting in there with your nanowire. You can even like spread hacks with it. You can also get some of the memory back and drain. But yeah, you can go stealth to where it's kind of like there's like kind of a game in the network of like as you start doing hacks, like an enemy Netrunner might be like someone's in the network, right? And there's a bunch of different abilities to kind of like suppress that kind of discovery. And so there's that kind of Netrunner combat that's going on there behind the scenes while everyone's like stealth. And it's like we don't know where it's at. Yeah, so that's another one. There's so many different ways. Basically the whole like pattern and beat and rhythm of Netrunning has changed.
Yeah, my favorite part is when the car crashes into everything and just blows up.
It was a good combo. It was a good combo. She did both both hacks there, which was the controlling it, and then of course put on the detonate one that had a timer and
exactly
cool
perfect.
combos.
Perfect, cool stuff. And now we have the last one. So the last one will be a strong solo build. So yeah, let's check it out.
Also, good sneakers, Burja. Man, those sneakers like.
Hi, I'm Filip Dovnar, lead gameplay designer, and I like to come in swinging. So my favorite build is the Savage Slugger Solo. Getting up close for combat is really crucial for this build. The Wrecking Ball perk lets you knock down multiple enemies, all while closing the gap and putting you in the zone for some sweet, sweet annihilation. Another great option is Quake. For some extra flair, you can combine with Air Dash and drop in from above and throw everyone around you to the ground. When I'm using shotguns, I like to use the Obliterate perk for maximum carnage. And once I'm in range, it's time to take out the big guns. We've got the new finishers that let you grab enemies and throw them during fights. Great for controlling the battlefield.
That bozo just hit.
On top of that, you can supercharge the gorilla arms using the new Phantom Liberty relic tree that will let you send your enemies to the moon. With this build, you'll be unstoppable.
And some
mayhem.
The throw at the end.
The Savage Slugger Solo. That's
3 times fast.
Yeah, that's so crazy. Like throwing people, like at the end, he's just like, woo, and he just flies.
Yeah. I mean, certainly like, you know, the animals in that faction is like an inspiration for it. And obviously also Arnold Schwarzenegger and Terminator, you know, just like you got that heavy machine gun, and you can just take the bullets and the stuff, and there's all the kind of like mitigation and absorbing damage and the kind of like taking that to fuel you to go back in there. It's just
also with the hammer, like just closing in actually shows you that this build is very versatile. You can actually go up and close and, you know, have some quick interaction, but also you're able to like hold these big weapons, and even though they make you a little bit slower, you're still able to kind of, you know, sponge the bullets on you and still go in like crazy and then just throw people. There's so
a lot of damage mitigation, and you can resist stuns and stuff like that. It's all about, like, because if you're like the fast solo, you get hit, it's gonna hurt and it's gonna knock you silly, right? But there you can just keep barreling in. And then I love the montage and the claps, the finishes. That was fun.
But yeah, Gabe, I mean, that's it for our segment. I'm super excited to have you once again here in the studio. Thank you for sharing all your information. Also, thank you to all the gameplay designers who actually showcased the builds, because those were really, really awesome.
Yeah, and thank you for everyone watching and the players.
As you can see, we have many new ways to play and many new ways to cause chaos in Night City. And that means consequences. Let's take a look at what it looks like to come face to face with Night City's toughest armed forces, MaxTac.
Oh. Now we go for MaxTac. New trailer.
Target is Omega class. I repeat, Omega class target at large. MaxTac is en route. Tension in the streets as fates collide. MaxTac in position, eyes on target.
Wow. Damn.
It's official! Update 2.0 will release on September 21st for free for anyone who owns Cyberpunk 2077 on Xbox Series X, S, PlayStation 5, and PC. That's just
September
1 week away.
21st, guys.
And if you want a taste of what's it like to build a new character with the redesigned perk system before then, we have a cool surprise for you. Right now, you can create your own build and experiment with all the new perks, including Phantom Liberty's Relic skill tree, with our Build Planner. Head to the Build Planner website now to see what kinds of builds you come up with before the launch of the update and the expansion. That's all we got for this Night City Wire special. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you're excited to play Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty when it launches on September 26th. We'll see you then in Dogtown.
Okay, so we know we know when the update is launching. A week. September 21st and then September 26th. Aha. Seems that's it. Yeah. I don't think there is anything else. Let me see. Nope. Okay, let's switch now. Whew. Okay, boys. Okay, so it's been wild. So they talked about music. They talked about the game, and the update is coming out on 21st of September. So that's that's next Thursday. So next Thursday update is dropping, and then 26th we have the actual expansion. You have to pick one class and stick with it. I think they said like so what we learned from like the Q&A like before is that you can reset attributes once, but perks I think can be reset whenever, so you can play around with perks however you want. Maybe, but yeah. So right now if you go to Cyberpunk you can plan your own build basically. So that's good. That's good that they released, but we're gonna check it out. Yeah, so the update is going to be free. The expansion is going to be paid, but the update 2.0, that's free. That's just the update. But the expansion, yeah, that's paid. Man, I thought it would release today. At least I can listen to the soundtrack. Yeah, we have the soundtrack. Let me also just go and quickly check the Cyberpunk. Wow, not that, dude. Cyberpunk build planner. Let me see. Wait, I'll just go. Didn't load yet. So what does everyone think? Did you enjoy? Did you enjoy this? Phantom Liberty. Wait, I have to go and we'll go to Twitter. They probably have it on Twitter by now. I don't even remember the exact link. Just got done watching. That was freaking insane. Yeah, the best thing out there is that is basically that the soundtrack is out. Absolute fail not dropping today. Well, to be honest, yeah, I mean, when it comes to like them releasing, it was a wild card. I mean, I said people in my videos, like, even though it's called Night City Wire, it does not mean that it's going to be out. Like, I think, was it patch 1.2 that released immediately after Night City Wire, or was it another patch? But they only had one, I believe, which released straight away. Everything else was done like so. Yeah, 21st. Don't see it on Twitter. I'll check it out because I forgot the link, the exact link. Let me see. Just someone will post it. That's not a problem. I mean, you can't post it here though. Where is the build planner? So cyberpunk.net/ wait. Let's see if this takes me. Yes. So Cyberpunk, let me give you the link. So this is the link. This is the link to the build planner where you can go into different stuff and you can like see which ones. Let me just switch real quick. Okay. So here we have the build planner. All attributes. Let's see if we push reflexes a bit. Let's put it to 20. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. I do recommend staying here for a bit. We have a lot to talk about. Makes sense not dropping 2.0 today. There's still too much buzz around Starfield. Need to let that settle first. I think even with Starfield, like, I don't think the update is, I think they're more like concerned, or not concerned, they're more looking at Phantom Liberty rather than the update. But yeah, make me a John Wick build ASAP. Okay. Let me see the perks. Let me see the perks. So we got Slippery here. The faster you move, the more difficult for enemies to shoot you. Effect increases when dashing, dodging, sliding, sprinting, and vaulting. We have the Power Slide, which increases slide distance. Parkour, which increases vaulting and climbing and speed. We have Muscle Memory, allowing you to reload weapons while sprinting, sliding, and vaulting. And Multitasker allows you to shoot while sprinting, sliding, and vaulting. So if you want John Wick build, you're gonna need all of this. I think maybe vaulting and climbing I wouldn't take straight away. I would keep it for later, but these two, yeah. Here we have dash. Keep in mind, I'm not planning. I'm just going through. The perks. I don't have any specific plans. Okay, so minus 20 stamina cost for dodging and dashing. So that's it. And you press control to perform dash, and dashing replaces dodging, allowing you to cover more ground and automatically vault over low obstacles. Neutralizing an enemy. So this is dash, mitigation chance. So these smaller ones, I guess, are just like you know, percentage upgrades, while this is an ability. So air dash and dash are different things. On level 3, you get ability to dash midair. Okay. We got Tailwind here. So this is mostly movement, as if I can see. Flash and Thunderclap. When performing strong attacks, you now automatically leap to enemies within range. These leap attacks can also be performed from mid-air and deal additional damage that scales with the distance of leap. Wow. Yeah, so for everyone who missed September 21st update. That one guy really trashed CDPR because he needs to wait 1 week. I mean, I waited for this long. I can wait for a week, dude. Stamina cost, lead and steel. Finish. Okay, so this is lead and steel. So this is less stamina for attacking with blades, and unlock ability to block incoming projectiles with blade, and this consumes stamina, so obviously you cannot do it straight away. And here we have that finisher Blade Runner, which they showed in the gameplay, which unlocks a blade finisher on level 3. So you have to get that. So we're already like pushing this big, but I think this is for like level 60 as well, so yeah. Slaughterhouse. Okay, so when you counterattack and deflect bullets, they apply bleeding, which increases dismemberment. So yeah, if you're going for like the blades build, this is definitely it, like this thing. So you start with movement over here, stamina after neutralizing an enemy while dashing. So you have like range towards enemies, mitigation chance, and you don't have this if you want just melee. But you can kind of take this, and you're gonna be like, because this is mostly, okay, so this is aim speed. This one's for weapons. So yeah, crit chance and crit damage per stack of sharpshooter. This only affects assault rifles and SMG. So the left side is like ranged weaponry, like salt in the wound, like shooting the same target 7 consecutive times deals bonus damage equal to 100% of total damage from those shots. What website is that? Let me post it again. So this is official. CDPR included this. So you can plan your build on this website. It's officially from CD Projekt, and you can just play around with it. All right, let's look at body. So we have to, like, we're gonna lower this. Let's get some points into body. Crafting is totally gone. I mean, this is just the build planner right now. Okay, unlocks a slow health regen in combat. So, okay, so this is for health regen right here, which makes sense, being that this is in body. Adrenaline rush. Okay, so this is what they were talking about when they were talking about adrenaline rush. So level 1 is 35 max health, 20% health regen bonus to all health regen effects from all sources. This is So you basically get the regen from a other skill tree, and you put Adrenaline Rush and you're good. Adrenaline Rush remains active for as long as you have Adrenaline available. And then on top we have Pain to gain. 20% health item recharge after neutralizing an enemy. I mean, listen, if you're gonna be going through like 6 enemies in like a few seconds, then you basically have your full HP back. Reflex is tied just to pistols and SMGs now, so not exactly. Like we've seen here, there is quite a lot for blades. So for example, this Blade Runner finisher only affects blades. So blades, mobility, and then here you have like, you know, fighting ranged weapons like assault rifles and so on. But yeah, looking at the body itself, like unlocks a blunt weapon finisher. So this is the Savage Sling. This is being able to throw enemies. So for us to gain that, oh wait, there's also this Fury Road. In vehicle collision, 50% more damage to enemy vehicles and their occupants, and minus 50% damage to your vehicle. You take no damage as vehicle occupant in collision. This is important. This one should be taken first, especially now with vehicle combat. Like, look at this. And then here we have the Wrecking Ball, which is basically, you know, V running towards enemies, you know, pushing them away. Here we have the Quake, which is what he does with a hammer. And then, so basically, main ability, and then different buffs for that main. I like this. This is much organized, much better than the previous skill tree, because you can understand, okay, this is the ability I get, and these are the bonuses I get for that specific ability. Call me crazy now, but I've sunk my teeth in Baldur's Gate 3. I would love a turn-based CRPG in this universe. Oh yeah, that would be cool. Especially, you know, going from like Cyberpunk being a tabletop after all, and being, you know, in that, you know, whole shebang. I think, okay. Is the update out on Xbox yet? No. So the update is out on 21st. Okay, here we have technical. Let me just go increase this for a second. So let's go through technical abilities. Recharge of health items and grenades after neutralizing an enemy. Health Freak. I will go through this more properly, but I'm just going through it like this. Okay, so this is for health. This is for health items outside combat. So this is good. Requires, so this, above this, you must have technical ability above 15 to access this. But if you do want some basic stuff, it seems like it's here. Like for example, let's see this. Gearhead. Okay, vehicle mounted weapons receive 25% more damage and minus 7 second lock on time. And here we have the, that requires 15. Okay. And here we have the license to Chrome. So this is the, what's rifles? They're under reflex, left side. License to Chrome, so this is what we've seen. So 10% to all cyberware stat modifiers, level 2 40 armor. Very important, because as we do know now, most outfits in the game which don't have armor on themselves, logically you're not gonna be getting armor from that anymore. So outfit clothing, no. Only thing you get armor from is from cyberware and obviously some of the clothing. The cool 3 bottom left perk sounds fun. We'll go through it. So license the Crow, we get this. Unlocks new cyberware slot for the skeleton. All skeleton cyberware have boosted stats. Ooh, that's nice. And here we have the Edge Runner. So you're gonna need above technical ability 20, and here you basically get like exceeding the capability of your cyberware, so you can put more. And you get like Fury State, which gives 10% more damage, 30% more critical chance, and 50% more critical damage. Nice. Chain Lightning, so this is for tech weapons. Bolt now deals electrical damage and releases an electric arc that can electrocute up to 3 nearby enemies. So if you're using tech weapons, definitely go for this one. What site allows us to create a build? Here you go. Here you go. This is the official Cyberpunk. They just released this basically. Okay, let's look at the intelligence and let's look at cool. Damn, that's a lot of attribute points. Okay. Okay. This build can be completed if you install Phantom Liberty. So this is hacking. Automatically highlights nearby access points and cameras. Okay. Hack Q. So for this to have hack Q, which they mentioned, like putting different stuff, it's they don't forget the Easter egg. I'll have to check it out. I'll check it out. Q acceleration. Plus 1 quick hack Q size, 60 upload speed for quick hack. So yeah, basically this is for that speed. Here we have Lucy, little Easter egg. Live wire unlocks monowire finisher. Press F with when enemy's health is low. You can have finishers with a monowire. Huh. Q mastery. Okay. Data recycler after neutralizing an enemy. Recover 80% of RAM. Cool. So a lot of monowire stuff. Overclock. Unlocks overclock mode. Yeah. So basically this allows us to use quick hacks even if we don't have insufficient RAM. But it's going to cost us health. So right now, I mean, if you go for this and you go for some maybe health regen, you're gonna be unstoppable. Did they give a date on 2.0? Is it coming? So the 2.0 is coming, what did they say, 21st? And then expansion on 26th. Yeah, 1 week isn't that bad. Okay. Overclock, okay, I like this. Smart synergy, when overclock is active, smart weapons gain instant target lock and 25% damage if the enemy is affected by quick hack. So one of the things you can combine is basically monowire with this and with a smart weapon. You get a smart link, you put that in and you're Gucci. Or maybe if you want to go like this, like tech weapons that we've seen, like tech weapons right now, if you invest in them, they can be incredibly strong. Yeah. Target lock transfer. Damn. Yeah, this is for smart rifles. So if you want to use smart rifles, intelligence. But again, look, it's nice because you don't have too many perks and they're all kind of organized well, so you don't worry about like different stuff now. And let's go through cool. So Road Warrior allows you to use Sandevistan to slow time while driving. That's nice. That's nice. That's very nice. Allows Kareznikov to be activated when aiming and handbraking simultaneously. 25% weapon damage when your vehicle is drifting or airborne. That's nice. Using Kareznikov in Sandevistan and Kareznikov in a car is nice. Nice. What's the link? Here you go. This is the official planner. So this is what CDPR released just now. Okay, focus. So headshot damage and weak spot damage. Okay, so if you're going for weapons, obviously you're gonna be mixing reflexes and cool, especially because here, this is for snipers, for pistols, revolvers, precision rifles, and sniper rifles. Time slows down. Pull. We've seen this one. When focus is active, shooting grenades out of air is easier and the blast is more powerful. Wait. You throw a grenade, you activate this, and you shoot a grenade. That's cool. But you gotta be fast. And Deadeye unlocks Deadeye mode, which is active above 85% stamina. When active, plus 25% headshot damage and 25% weak spot damage, no bullet spread. Okay. Nerves on tungsten steel. When Deadeye is active, guaranteed critical hits for headshots and weak spots. Run and gun. Hip firing does not consume stamina. Did you know that? About stamina consummation with hip firing? I honestly haven't noticed it too much in like the base game, so we'll see once this comes out. Sentient car would make like the guy from GTA. Well, yeah, but also from like the Edge Runners, because yeah, David in Edge Runners uses Sandevistan. They use that in a car, and I think that's wicked, and I cannot wait to see it. Like Killer Instinct, Scorpion Sting, Juggler. Okay, this is for throwable weapons, definitely. Yeah, throwable weapons, neurotoxin. You see, this is good. Like, you have a specific weapon in mind, you're going to find a specific part of the skill tree for it. And you don't have to worry about, okay, where is this, where is that? Yeah. Let me just check something for a second. This is important. This is very important, actually. Let me see. It's... Okay. Let me just go to... Okay. Okay. Oh, David did that before? Yeah. Yeah. So... I have to see... something. Today is 14th, right? Because I'm waiting on something very important, and you're gonna like this, but I have to wait for a sec. But it's trust me, you wanna see this. Honestly, I'm busy this weekend, so I'm glad it's not this weekend, yeah. Although some people would disagree. Some people would disagree. Now let me see something. Let me see. Why is no one... Okay, okay, finally I can say it. Whew. So the embargo is up, and I can say that I am going to be reviewing Phantom Liberty, which is coming out on September 20th. So my Phantom Liberty review is coming out on September 20th. And also, another surprise. There is more surprises. I am going to have my first impressions of update 2.0 soon. And by soon, I mean half an hour. So that video should be coming very soon after I'm done with this. So yes, I am reviewing Phantom Liberty, and it's going to be out on September 20th, and I believe they said here 5 p.m. And also 2.0 video, my first impressions, is coming in about 20 or half an hour after I'm done with this. The reason why I want to wait is because basically I have to wait for the stream to like get its thing out. So just keep in mind the video is just first impressions. There's no gameplay or anything, it's just trailers and stuff which we already have seen, and old gameplay, not 2.0. So not 2.0 gameplay, but I will have first impressions. Yeah, it was exciting, definitely. So yes, I do have first impressions for it. Can you make a perfect pistol build? I will make builds. A lot of builds, they're coming. I didn't know they're gonna be releasing a build planner, which makes things a little bit easier for everyone, so yeah. So listen, in that video, I talk about 2.0, and that's it. Yeah. 5 p.m. Yeah, so this is official now, because I was this entire time I'm just waiting for someone to actually like say something, because I'm not gonna be the first to announce anything. Even if the embargo is out, I'm not gonna be talking about it first. This game is so dead. Oh yeah, man, this game is so dead. Like, oof. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I don't know. My god. It's so dead. The game is so dead. Huh. Okay. Okay, so, you have any questions? So, listen, when it comes to 2.0, I can share some first impressions. I'll have more in the video. But, when it comes to 2.0, I like it. you're gonna like it as well. It's nice. Like, I've been playing with 5-star wanted level last night and through the entire day, and I'm gonna tell you, like, fighting now is rough. Fighting max tech now, especially on higher difficulties, even though they have their own difficulty, is rough. They will bust you out, and like, damn, there's some really cool moments. Some really cool moments out there, like when it comes to wanted system. And cops now, like, you have to realize that I can talk about this. A lot more cops on the roads. A lot more. Like, much more police on the roads than it was ever prior to this update. I just joined. They say when 2.0 comes out, 21st. 21st, yeah. So when it comes to actually, like, wanted system is nice. I like it. Sometimes it's difficult to run away from people. Obviously, video is going to be telling you that a lot. When it comes to perks, like, I've been trying to pretend here like I don't know what these perks do, but I know. But I know because I went through these perks. And I was like saying, yeah, oh, look at this perk. This is new. But yeah, so these perks, honestly, I really like how it looks. It's a lot of fun to mix and match different builds. Like they said in the, like they showed in the gameplay, like a few builds. There is definitely a lot you can choose from, and you can always, like, basically go and redo the perks if you want. So that's not going to be a problem. I am reviewing Phantom Liberty, but I'm now specifically and only talking about 2.0, and the first impressions video is only going to be about patch 2.0. That's it. Good acting, man, it was rough, because I was waiting, like, for the to be allowed to talk about patch 2.0. But yeah, so it's just 2.0. Video is coming soon. I'll be finishing this stream soon, so yeah, so while I was fighting, when it comes to AI, like, obviously I cannot go into any details specifically, but when I was fighting with the cops, they were intense, like much more intense than before. Like, they're gonna hunt you down, they're gonna search for you. It's not going to be, oh, I'm gonna hide here and I'm going to escape. No, because they're like, hey, maybe he went here, maybe he went there. And what I like is that situation now in the city, like, they involve cops. Like, it's like if you cause trouble in the city, you're going to have a police car just next to you and they're going to turn on sirens. They're gonna start following you. I mean, crafting, like, listen, that's not what I can talk about, I think. But I mean, it was never, like, people kind of saw, like, don't worry, nothing is wrong with crafting. Nothing is, like, I'll just say that. Nothing is wrong with crafting. Because people didn't see it in, like, the menu and they assumed, oh my god, it's gone. But yeah. But that's basic, like, I can talk about, which I'm going to talk about in the video, like, just first impressions of, like, the biggest features. That's it. I mean, civilian NPCs, quite normal, man. Just like, you know, before. No, it's the problem with NDA is, like, I'm trying to be very careful what I speak about, because I have that in the video, and I mean, it's, you know. Yeah. But I mean, that's part of 2.0, that's, you know. Yeah, Pavel also said crafting is fine. Don't worry about crafting, like, at all. Yeah, but also, like, one thing I can say, like, people ask about performance, like, obviously when the actual review is out, or when the patch is out. But when it comes to, like, performance, like, how I had my frame rate prior to the update when I installed 2.0 and got into it, pretty much the same. Like people think it's going to be like, oh my god, 3 frames. No, it's good. What I tested, I can only say for myself. When's the video out? Very soon. After I'm now done with the stream, maybe wait 20 minutes, half an hour, and then it's gonna be out. So the OST should be on major streaming platforms, I think, before YouTube. There's still loot. I'd like a video of Elkin playing Starfield, don't worry. Any changes in visual stuff? Well, I mean, you have all of those new ray tracing and path tracing options, but I mean, I don't know, like for me, Cyberpunk looked insane. Even like I don't know, like that's pretty much it, you know. I have 3070 Ti, don't worry, you're gonna be fine. How is the cyberware capacity system? Good, good. I mean, it depends on your build, but it does take a bit. It does take a bit. Well, obviously, like for example, let me find it here. I think I can find it here, which is a perfect example of how I want to show you. Wait. So here, for example, you unlock new cyberware slots for skeletons. And I mean, when you start unlocking like different slots, that's when you really start filling up the cyberware slots. But it's not easy to reach that threshold. Did melt my PC? Still here. Still here. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, people maybe expected something else. They expected like, oh my god, my PC is gonna set on fire as soon as the update is out. Don't worry. Like, you have to understand that a lot of those system requirements are updated in that way because a lot of options are, you know, placed. And of course, some GPUs have been taken out, some have been added, but, yeah. What's the latest on The Witcher 4? They're gonna have swords. I heard that. They're gonna have 2 swords in the game. Shooting in the base game doesn't consume stamina. I was thinking about it. I was checking. Listen, I don't know how it is in Phantom Liberty. I have no idea. What I do know is patch 2.0. That's it. I mean, if it runs now on Series S, I don't think that's gonna be a problem. People worried about their 4090s. I have laptop 3050 Ti. Do you think it'll work fine with 1070? Man, I don't know. I have 1070. Listen, I'm gonna take out 1070 before, like, and I'm gonna eventually like benchmark it, but I don't know. Like, depends. The tweet about cooling scared them. Yeah, I mean, that tweet did generate a lot. So yeah, basically, I'm gonna be ending the stream now. I will have that video out very soon. So I can only obviously, you know, talk about 2.0. Because you know that meme, like it's, if I speak, I'm in trouble. And I don't want to be in trouble. So that's it. I hope my GT 750 will be fine. 2 swords in the game, that's revolutionary. Yeah. Yeah, so anyway, thank you all for watching. I will have the video soon. Keep in mind, it's just the basic first impression without any gameplay whatsoever. Don't expect any new gameplay. Don't expect anything like that. And it's only about 2.0 update. That's it. But yeah. Can you unpin quests? CDPR becoming Arasaka? Why? It was cool hanging out. Thank you. All right. So thank you everyone for watching. And again, as they said here, like, let me just, I have to be very careful. So September 20th, 5 p.m. Central European Summer Time, I will have my Phantom Liberty review. Okay. And then in about half an hour or an hour, I will have another video. So that's the news. And the actual update is coming out on 24th first, as they said here. So thank you for watching. Don't forget, if you enjoyed this, click that like, subscribe button, you know, for more Cyberpunk stuff, and also check out the video, check out the links down below for GOG if you want to purchase Cyberpunk or any other game whatsoever. You can do it with the link with no extra cost. It's an affiliate, and also with G Fuel code LKM, also affiliate. Thank you for watching, and I will see you very soon, chooms, and bye bye.